Hi all, I'm about to head out on the Benton Mackaye Trail, 300 miles over the next 18 to 20 days, and I wanted to share with you kind of what I'm taking with me as far as my gear goes. It's summer, mid-July, and it is hot, and that changes up some of the stuff I typically take, and so we'll go through it. First, what I'm wearing. A wide-brimmed ventilated hat, and this is from Dorfman Pacific Co. I have my trusted buff. Sometimes this is on my head, sometimes it's on my wrist. It can be used as a sweat towel or to dip in water and cool down, cool rag. I have a Garmin Instinct watch, which will track, has a GPS on it, but mainly it's to track my mileage, distance, and distances, mileage, and time for each day. It'll also transmit all that data to a program that I'm using that'll overlay my trek onto a map, which will be kind of cool to see. I have a hip belt. The hip belts on my backpack were anemic, so I had them removed, and now I use a Fanny Pack. This one is from Hyperlite, and it's great. I love it. We'll go through what's in it because it's pretty cavernous and it can fit quite a bit of stuff. So in the front of it, I have my emergency kit, which has, Imodium, Vaseline, some pain pills, a tent repair kit, some KT tape, things like that. I have a bug net. 'Tis the season for a bug net. I have a pair of earbuds for my iPhone. I've got my Smokies permit. We're starting in the north, in the Smokies, and we will go southbound towards Springer Mountain. And so we have to dictate the campsites we're staying at. So the first 5 nights are in the Smokies, and we have the permit for that. Okay, so that's everything that's in the front. In the back of the pouch, I have my Insta 1R 360-degree camera. This is a new toy, and I'm going to play with it a little bit on this trip and see if I can't come up with some interesting ways to video. It's kind of nice because it's modular. You can take the 360 camera off and put just a typical action camera on there. I have that module, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to be using my iPhone for most of the videos. This one will just give you that nice, cool drone shot above the head. Makes it look like a drone's following you. So we'll see how that works. To go along with that, I have the Insta 360 selfie stick, which telescopes quite a bit. So I'm adding a little bit of weight to my pack just to have these things to play with, and that's fine with me. We'll go over what the base weight and what my weight's going to be in a minute. So a little bit of sunscreen. Got hand sanitizer. A knife, which is actually a multi-tool. Chapstick and a fire starter in case I need it. I'm not taking a stove, which you'll see here in a little bit. Ever since midway through the AT, I have not used a stove. We used one on a recent Foothills Trail trip, but it's not important to me to have a hot meal every night, especially when it's going to be 85, 90 degrees out. Okay, so that's what's in my my fanny pack. There's also a little bit of space here. It's a pass-through for the belt, the hip belt, which I don't use, but it's big enough to put my iPhone into it and so my iPhone's always really handy right in my belt. Right now I'm using the iPhone to film with, so you can't see it in action. Okay, other worn items are going to be a pair of Darn Tough socks, which have been permethrined. Actually, everything worn has been permethrined. Las Sportiva Wildcats. These have been the shoe that I've worn ever since day one on the AT. So they've taken me on the AT, the Camino, the Colorado Trail, the Ice Age Trail, the Bartram Trail, and now the Foothills Trail twice, and then now the Benton Mackaye Trail. So once you find a shoe you love, I stick with it. I'm not one to go out and try to reinvent the wheel. I have an Icebreaker merino wool t-shirt, which I love. I considered wearing a long sleeve sun hoodie, which I used on the Ice Age Trail. There's going to be less direct sunlight on this trail. I'll be more in the green tunnel, I hope. So the extra long sleeves, it's it would have been really hot if I took that. We'll see how I feel. I have an opportunity to switch out gear at some point during the trip, and I might, but for the most part, I think the short sleeve shirt's going to do well. I have just a cheap pair of Walmart shorts. It's funny because I've done a whole lot of hikes in a pair of shorts just like this, and I was lamenting to Jen the other day that I wish I had another pair because the pair I had was falling apart. Had no idea what brand they were, where I got them, or where they came from, but they're swim trunks basically. But I love the fact that I don't have to wear underwear. There's a liner, they fit my body perfectly, and they're light, and they dry very quickly since they're swim trunks. So she read the faded tag and found out that it's a brand that they sell at Walmart, and got me 2 pair for $10, and so I have a brand new pair of shorts that don't have paint splashed all over them, which is kind of nice. I think I already said the Darn Tough socks, but I do have Darn Tough socks, 1 pair. A lot of times I take 2 pair, especially if it's cooler. I'll sleep in a pair, and that'll be an extra pair if I get some really nasty and dirty. Or they can be mittens if my hands are cold. But this time around, I'm just doing 1 pair of Darn Toughs. And so the trip is going to be broken up into basically 4 sections. There's the Smokies, which is going to be a 6-day section. Then we hit Fontana. We'll be staying at the Fontana Village. And then we'll do another 6 days. So we're going to have 2 long food carries, heavy food carries, and then we will stay at my friend's house, and then we'll do I think a 3-day and a 2-day. So it's split up to where in that last group of 5, we're not staying anywhere other than outside, but we do have a resupply coming to us. So 2 6-day food carries, a 3-day and a 2-day carry, and hopefully that'll get us through. So let's talk about my pack and pack weight. The base weight for this trip, including all the extras that I'm taking, the camera equipment and all that stuff, is 12.5 pounds. I'm extremely happy with that because that allows me to have a pretty lightweight, fully packed. This is a ULA CDT. I've used this on the Foothills Trail and on the Ice Age Trail. I like it a lot. It's very comfortable up to about 25 pounds, which on the 6-day food carries, I'll be right around that. But mostly if I can keep it around 20 pounds, which will be about 2 or 3 days into that food carry, I'll be good to go. So let's go through it. Inside the back pouch, I have a pair of dollar store flip-flops. Those are great for in camp. I've used other ones that you have to cinch to your foot, but really all I need to do is to have a pair of shoes to get out of my tent to go pee in the middle of the night. And I don't want to deal with straps when I'm doing that. So flip-flops are great for that. We got toilet paper and wet wipes. We got a ground cover. This is just one of those window insulation kits. I think we got this at Gossamer Gear. But it just goes under the tent, provides a little bit more protection for the flooring. And then a chamois. You know, it's going to be a hot, muggy trail, and so I probably will get some condensation, and this will help me wipe it down in the morning. If I jump in a river to wash off, I can dry off with that as well. And then I got my trowel, my 9-inch snow stake from REI. That is like a $2 thing. Rather than spend 20 bucks on an ultralight, this is super lightweight. It's 9 inches, so you have a nice measurement for getting your 6 inches down, and it's a great little tool. Okay, so that's the back part. On this side pocket, I have an umbrella, and we're expecting rain the first couple days for sure. So I will be using the umbrella quite a bit. Right now, I'm deciding not to take a rain jacket. I have an ultralight rain jacket that's like 6 or 7 ounces, but I think it's just going to be too hot, and I'm going to be sweating underneath it. So umbrella might be my only choice. It will be buggy, so I'm taking some bug spray. And there's lighter ways to do bug spray. This is what we have. I don't like spending money on stuff that stuff that I already have. So that's what we're doing there. I'm taking two Smart Water bottle liters of water. They won't be filled all the time. Water is excellent on the BMT. It's pretty frequent, so I think most of the time I'll only need 1 liter of water at a time. But I'll have capacity for 2 if I need it. Okay, in this side there should also be a Sawyer Filter, a 2-liter water bag, and a scoop. Where that is, I don't know, but I'm glad I'm doing this tutorial because I need that. Okay, so inside, like I said, the first 6 days is all one food carry, so this is 6 days worth of food. Actually, I'm going to add a foot-long Subway to it. I'm going to go get that today because we head out tomorrow, and that'll be my lunch and dinner. So this plus a 12-inch Subway is food carry. So there are bear issues in the Smokies. There are bear cables at every single one of the campsites we're staying at, and I will hang this Ursack on the bear cables. So it's you know, the Ursack's a little bit heavier. It's half a pound compared to like hanging one traditionally PCT style. But I like the ease when we're outside of places that have bear cables of putting this up in a tree. So I have Gossamer Gear, the One tent, and this is a great option for someone who wants a lightweight, roomy, one-person tent, but doesn't want to pay the Dyneema price. I think I got this on sale for 180 bucks. It's 24 ounces. It fits my 6'3" body just fine. The length and then width-wise, I have plenty of room. It's you know, compared to a lot of what they call one-person tents, this would be more like a 1.5 to 2-person tent. So it's still nylon. For the weight and the price, you can't beat it. I mean, to get anywhere close to that, you would have to, you know, spend $600 on a Z-Pack's duplex or something like that. It is single-walled, so it does have more condensation issues than, say, our Big Agnes tent that we use when we do hikes together. I got the Neo X-Lite Air Thermarest mattress, tried and true. So this pack I had custom made from ULA. It's X-Pack material, so it's waterproof, but I still have a garbage bag liner inside. I also had them put a frame in it, and I took, like I said before, I took off the hip belts because they were worthless. Okay, my sleeping quilt is a new one. It is the Mountain Laurel Designs, 50 plus. So it's super. It's like just a blanket, a little light blanket, a sheet maybe. If it gets down below 50, I'll be a little chilly, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I used this on the Foothills Trail a month and a half ago, and it did great. And we got down to probably 48 or so. All right, so inside the foot box, I keep things that I don't need until the nighttime. And so that's my electronic gear. In addition to the 360-degree camera, my iPhone, I have a headlamp, which is the NU25 from Nightcore. Great, super light. I have a charging bank. I am going to be doing videos for this trip, so I do need quite a bit of battery bank. I have the 20 milliamp big old brick, and then I have a 2-port charger for when we're at a hotel or at a house, and then all the various charging cables. For night, I have that second pair of Walmart shorts to sleep in. I doubt I'm going to need this, but I want to have something in case it gets chilly up in the mountains. So it's a Smart Wool long sleeve shirt. Should give me some warmth if I need it. But mostly, I think I'm just going to be sleeping in our Chica and Sunsets Backpacker Comics Hike Your Own Hike t-shirt, which is super comfortable. All right, so that is my pack and everything in it. So I'm ready to get this show on the road. We leave out early tomorrow, and can't wait to get going. You'll probably see some rainy footage tomorrow because I think we're gonna get rained on. But I'm doing the trail with my buddy Dale. Dale's a great friend, and it's gonna be a blast. Can't wait to do it. So hope you follow along. Videos will come out probably after the entire trail is done, just because I won't have service. I know through the Smokies, and I doubt most of the rest of the trail. It's a pretty remote trail. So anyway, 300 miles on the Benton Mackaye. Here we come. Have a good one.